call me a god. You call me a god.
Some of Ben's aliens made him almost invincible. Example like Walkatrout, who had the ability to breathe both on land and sea, and also had a very slippery body which made him so difficult to catch. Pesky Dust was like the final boss of the Tooth Fairies, with abilities like flight, could literally alter your dreams and be a part of them. The worst was truly the worst, as he was virtually indestructible and purely unbeatable. Gray Matter was a genius, and would use his intelligence to defeat villains 100 times his size. Jury Rig had the ability of mechanism, and would build or destroy anything at will. Topic was like the DC villain known as Scarecrow, as his main ability was to induce fear to his enemies. The alien called Chameleon had the power of invincibility, could easily scale on walls, and also had a retractable tail stinger which he used as a weapon. Kickin' Hawk was a large bird-like creature who had immense strength, unbeatable stamina, and also had 2 long elbow blades that were so sharp and strong. Molestache comes from the word mustache, and was best known for using his mustache just like we use our arms. Ditto could multiply into infinite numbers, and would use this as his main advantage, which is to overpower the enemy. Vampire was an alien that could fly, had super strength, and was also good in hypnosis. Gutrot was a huge alien with the power to synthesize and use any type of chemical at will. Ball Weevil was a bug-like creature, but this guy could make explosive balls which he used as weapons of mass damage. Amphibian was my favorite. He had the ability to fly, electricity manipulation, and could also use psychic telepathy on his ops. Wild Mutt was the dog-like creature who had no eyes, but was blessed with pure strength. He had strong jaws and powerful bite force, and also had very sharp teeth. He also had 360-degree detection via smell and sound, meaning it was impossible to counter a sneak attack on him. Bullfrag had enhanced strength, was fast for his size, and had a long, powerful tongue just like that of a frog. Nanomech was a technological alien who was able to shoot lasers, could fly, and could shrink to microscopic size just like Ant-Man. Stinkfly was a bug who had the ability to fly, could generate a stinky and slimy excretion which he used as weapon, and also had an abdominal blade which he used like a bee. Wildvine was an alien that kind of looked like Swamp Thing from DC, and had powers like merging with other plant life, could regenerate his dead cells pretty quick, and also had the power of elasticity. Articuana was a sea creature who was blue in color, and could breathe cold air like ice, and was very durable during fights. Ripjaws was a frightening sea creature who had immeasurable strength, also had powerful jaws which he used for biting and crushing things, and also had the rare ability of breathing underwater. Fast Track was known for his super speeds and strength which he simultaneously used during battles. The Brainiac known as Brainstorm was a hyper-intelligent creature who could also produce electricity like an eel, and also had the power of telekinesis. Blocks was a Lego creature who could shapeshift and rearrange himself into anything, and could also regenerate the parts he lost during intense battles. Goop was a small machine which could release and control a slimy creature that had the power to shapeshift, could easily regenerate its cells, and had the power of flight too. A demonic alien known as Igai was frightening to look at, but also had some iconic abilities like 360-degree vision, could shoot lasers and fire blasts at will. Ghost Freak was easily the most difficult to defeat. His iconic gains included intangibility, meaning he could not be touched, invincibility, and also had the awesome power of telekinesis. Buzzshock was a dark and green creature who could produce high doses of electric energy. He could fly, and could also produce waves of sonic screams through his vocals. Water Hazard was like a waterbender. He could generate water from his body, could produce and absorb vapor, and his main advantage was his exoskeleton, which always protected his body from shock and blows. And last but definitely not least is Clockwork, who from his name was a time-manipulating master. He could also time travel at will, and could produce time-altering rays to mess up the timeline.